I'm that, yeah. Been that, still that.
Janine!
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah. I don't know. I felt a little bad throwing this whole Chefleen Chella, knowing the outcome. Hey, Doug. Since we filmed this in January 20th. Is this. But I think anytime you are able to compete on this sort of level, it's cause for celebration, no matter the outcome. So.
And you are always cause for celebration. I'm so excited. Look what I dug up.
Oh, is that a chef
coat?
Wait, why do you have a chef coat?
So you know I'm a hoarder. This came in a gift bag from a Gordon Ramsay event. I kept it because I knew one day.
Because you knew you would need it for this exact moment.
One day I would be summoned. Yeah.
Oh
I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited.
Look at it. You look like a real chef. You look like you could have just got off job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I will be doing the rest of this interview in my accent because I am a French chef.
Oh my God.
No, okay, let's get into it. I am so excited for you. You killed it. It was so good. Like, I think they were stumped at the end. I really do. And I cannot believe you knew what to do with celeriac. So we will get into whatever that is. But first things first, how do you talked about it a little bit, but how do you feel losing? Because you won and you like wiped the floor last time. So
I hate losing. Like, it is not in my blood. I like losing and being right are my two favorite things, which sorry for Chris, my future husband, because in marriage that's a little hard to work out. But it was so hard for me to lose. But honestly, it was so hard for me to even get back in that kitchen. I was so scared because I had already won. So like I said, I think they quoted me in the thing. It's like, I already skydived once. Like I survived. So why would I do that again? Like, it doesn't make any sense to jump out of a plane again when you've already survived. And being in the Chopped kitchen really is like, it's the worst ever. Like, it's so draining and and so like losing, I feel like I lost in the best way possible. If there's a way to lose, I think I lost in the best way possible because I didn't, like, I feel like I did everything I could do.
Oh, yeah.
Everything I could do. Like, I don't feel like there was anything left to give. Like, I literally did the best that I could.
And so when you were, I want to know about just going into this. You said you had the butterflies and it's a scary decision, but you ended up making it because you really felt like you were going to win this. Like, did you have that feeling, or did you feel like, this is going to ruin it?
So I would say the first round, I was super nervous. Like, I still had the butterflies and I was like, oh my God, like, because I'm a private chef and I've never worked in like that guy Demetrio, like, talked about like, oh, when I worked in France, like we're gonna
get into him.
Like, he thought, like, all these chefs have so much experience in like these accredited kitchens and things, and I don't necessarily have that. So I'm always scared going against real chefs. Like, even, and I say that in quotes because I know I'm a real chef, but even the first time I went on Chopped, I told Chris, I was like, those look like real chefs. He's like, you are a real chef. Like, literally, you've been doing this your whole life and professionally for 10 years.
Yes,
but then the second round, exactly. And the second round, I was like, I was in it. Like, I was like, oh, like, I felt so good after that second round. I was like, oh, like, F him, like, I wasn't nervous at all. It felt fun. Like, the first round I was super nervous, but the second round I was like, oh, that felt good. Like, I could do that again.
How is it being on set there? I was on Wheel of Fortune back in college, and I realized that these sets aren't nearly as big as they look. So what is it like being in that room? Is it as monstrous as it seems?
No, not at all. It's pretty small. The kitchen is literally like the size of, no, it's a little bigger. It's like the size of my house, kind of, or like my living room. Not that you guys have all been in my living room, but it's smaller than you would think. But it's kind of like the first time I was ever there, because I'd already been there. So like the first time I was ever there, I was like, this is like a dream kitchen. Because there's literally every like toy that you could ever want to play with there. So it's cool. It's really cool.
You've used a blender before. So I'm wondering what happened in that moment.
Those are the nerves. Those are the nerves where you're just like, because the first round is 20 minutes. So you're just like, go, 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 go. Because if you don't go, you're going to end up with nothing. So you have to just like, and someone else is cleaning up the mess. So it's not that serious.
That's true. So there was an issue with a lack of social distancing on this episode when it came to you and your counterpart. And I wonder, because you are a private chef and you're in, these homes, but by yourself, like you're doing it on your own. You don't have to worry about saying like behind chef and like, all this other stuff. So one, how did that feel? How does it feel just being on a show like this and cooking with other chefs? And then two, how did you not haul off on him when he was all up in your mix?
Okay, so it is different. It's kind of cool being in that environment because I'm not like I'm always so isolated being a private chef, but I like to keep the peace generally. So I'm not a confrontational person. And it was funny because in the show, like all the behind the scenes stuff, which they didn't show as much as I thought they would, but they're like, how did you feel about him touching your things? And I was like, well, like it's not like, I'm not going to say no to help, but literally you guys saw when he asked us both if we needed help. And I was like, I'm good. The other guy was like, I'm good. But he still took it upon himself to like touch my things. And I was like, and I don't even feel like they captured my face. Like I did a good job at concealing my face in that moment. But I was like, I don't need your help. And I feel like he was just so overbearing. And it's like such a like male ego thing. Like, oh, I'm done. I'm just standing here. We clearly need your. And then he even told the producers, he was like, oh, I just was trying to help. Like, it's not a man thing. I would have helped Chris if he needed help. We literally both said no. So why
both said no? See?
So,
now,
yeah, that was...
So what you're saying is there's a case here for an appeal and that you need a lawyer. Because...
I agree. Like, I mean, I think at the end of the day, why I was chopped was because his technique was a little bit better. But I feel like when you're cooking with technique only, you're like, the soul of the food is not there. And I cook with soul. Like that, like Scott was like, you just have this innate ability. And I feel like he like thrives on the things he's been taught.
He said you have an inherent ability to identify and create flavors where none existed before. Woo!
Yeah. Like literally when he said that, I was like, oh, I won. Like I won. Like even walking out of here losing technically, like he gave me like, he just gave me a feeling inside that I was like, I am on the right path. Because in the career that I'm in and on the path that I'm on, it's so easy to always doubt yourself because it's so hard. But no. That guy.
Okay. Can we get into these ingredients really quickly? Like, what's your feeling when you first open that basket? Let's just go with shakshuka donut. Like, we saw your face, but like, do you know? We hear it.
I feel like I'm like one of the only chefs on there that's like, ew, gross.
Yeah. But does it feel like, oh shit, or do you have something in your mind ready to go?
Oh, no. There's nothing in your mind. Like, so the first basket, I was like, okay, mussels are easy, like technically, like they cook fast. And the basket definitely trended towards Thai, which is basically what we all did.
Yeah.
Because of like the carrots, the sweetness of the carrot soda and the creaminess of the coconut milk and the water spinach. It definitely turned into Thai. So that made sense to me, even though the chicken chips are what like, completely threw me off. But the second basket, I was like, I've never cooked venison. I don't know what ginkgo vinegar is. What else is in there? The celery. The only thing I really knew in that basket was the celeriac root.
What
not
is
just celery
that?
root.
What is that? That was my next question.
It's like literally